All right, Cholo Trucker here, los tres chingones boxing. Shouts to all the chingones and chingonas. So check it out, man. I know there's a lot going on with Haney and Loma, things that went down over the weekend with that fight. But I just want to shed a little bit of light on some other things that went on this past weekend that, it's been buried because of the Haney and Loma stuff. And believe me, we will definitely get into the Haney and Loma stuff. We'll be all over it. But for this one, let's talk about a couple of other pretty firme things, though, that happened on Saturday in boxing, Holmes. That's definitely worth covering. It's just being buried. One is right here. Katie Taylor goes up against Chantel Cameron in Ireland. Now, Katie Taylor, to the best of my knowledge, has never fought in Ireland. This was her homecoming fight. This was her time to show off and do her thing. Undefeated fighter, and she came up short. One judge had it 95-95, while two other judges had it 94-96. Let me tell you guys something, man. This was a pretty damn good fight. It wasn't a great fight, but it was a good enough fight, man, to keep me highly entertained. I'm gonna be real. I've said it before, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm not that big for women's boxing. I'm not that big into it, but it has been winning me over. It really has. And Kitty Taylor is one that I've really been keeping my eye on because, hey, man, I think Homegirl is just a straight warrior, and she does got skills. However, she did look very small in this fight. She looked very small. And not only that, she is 36 years old. All right. So, I mean, you got to take those things into consideration. She looked extremely small. Cameron looked a heck of a lot bigger than her. And it just didn't look like Katie Taylor was really causing any damage. She was marking up her face. All right. So I don't want to make it seem like, she wasn't doing anything at all. She did mark up Cameron's face, but in all reality, I just think, man, that Taylor had to keep moving around the ring too much because Cameron was just too big, too strong, too powerful. And Katie Taylor she just could not stand there and go toe to toe with that kind of power. And it kind of showed, it kind of tired her out. I mean, Cameron's 32 years old, a little bit younger. So she seemed like she had a little bit more gas in the tank. I just thought, man, Katie Taylor had to run around the ring a heck of a lot more to avoid all that power, and that tired her out. And yeah, I think the right person won. Unfortunately, look, I was going for Katie Taylor. I wanted Katie Taylor to win, but she was just too small. She had to run around a lot. 36 years old. Again, I still think she's a warrior. I still think she's a great fighter. But look, she suffers her first defeat. So let's see what happens with this. Here we got Adam Blue Nose, man, going up against Oscar Valdez. Listen, Blue Nose Lopez. Going into this fight, first of all, man, let me just go ahead and say this, man. What is up with everybody getting this hairstyle? It's like every youngster, Holmes, has this sideshow bob hairstyle, Holmes, the one that you see right here on Adam Blue Nose Lopez. Like, what is up with that hairstyle? I don't get it, dog. It's like almost every other youngster has that hairdo. But listen, this was the co-main event for the Haney and Loma fight. And man, was it a banger, Holmes. I love this fight. This fight, for me, had me at the edge of my seat, man. We were all watching it. I had a nice little barbecue, had some people come over the pad, and we're checking this one out. And we're like, man, this is just a banger of fight. 10-round fight, back and forth, back and forth. Love the fight, love the action. Both guys brought it. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what was this. I'm serio, dog, straight out. Blue Nose won this fight. Now, you guys might disagree. Definitely Valdez was the favorite. And by the way, going into this fight, I picked Valdez. Not only did I pick Valdez, I said Valdez was going to beat the brakes off of this Vato, dog. And he didn't. Not only did he not, But I actually had Blue Nose winning the fight. On the serio, dog, when they announced that that Valdez won the fight, I was like, hey man, that's BS. You know, a lot of people are talking about the main event. Okay, so so be it. But in all reality, man, honestly, Blue Nose Lopez won this fight. Now, I don't want to call it robbery. I don't want to say hands down he won this fight. It was a close fight. There were some good close rounds. There were a couple of swing rounds. But look, man, I watched it twice. And both times I had Blue Nose winning this fight. And in reality, I want to see a rematch. Now, I don't think Valdez is going to give Blue Nose a rematch. That's beating him twice over. And, this was the second time they fought, which I thought would have been great. I thought would have been great had they given the victory to Blue Nose like I had it. And then we could look forward to a trilogy. Because this was one hell of a fight. But that's not going to happen. Now Valdez moves on. He wants Navarrete. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But I'm going to tell you guys, I will love to see these guys do it again. Regardless if Valdez has 2 victories over Blue Nose. Because in my book, Blue Nose Lopez won this fight. Hey, chingonas, will definitely, Los Tres Chingones Boxing, we're going to be all over Haney and Loma and the controversy and all that. I just want to go ahead and touch on these fights, man, that nobody's really talking about, but damn it, they were good. Damn, they were good, man. Good stuff. So, Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing, I'll catch you guys on the next round.